Welcome everyone once again. Here we are today with a major sponsor of the challenge at the Classic 2021, Peel Tribe Navajo Trailers. G'day, Peel.
G'day, Brett. How you doing?
Yeah, very well. Not far off now till they hand out one of your custom-built trailers. $77,044 is the total prize pool of the challenge this year. That's just phenomenal. On the back of that, this is the seventh trailer valued at $20,000 you have supplied to the challenge. You must feel, very proud of the commitment that you've given to the performance horse industry.
Oh yeah, mate. We've been, it's been a big commitment. I think on our end here, we really enjoy being a part of it down there. When Marie first came along and asked us about doing it, we were probably really quiet, and it was a big gamble to take. It's not a thing where you go down there every year and sell big wedges of gear, but you get a really good opportunity to talk to people. You at least get an opportunity to quote on them bigger jobs, and you get people get pretty familiar with your product and you've been about there. So it's a good bit of advertising. It's been good to us, so we're pretty happy to support it all the way along.
Now, being a competitor yourself, you camp draft, you went to Cloncurry last year. How long before you go there and buy a horse to go back and try and win your own trailer?
Well, we've thought about it for the last couple of years, and then I really would like to give it a go. But like doing what we do at home and doing what we do here, we're pretty busy. And I'd probably find myself having to have someone ride it for me anyway. So I'm busy enough trying to do what I do. I'm breeding enough at home, so we're trying to get a good line of young horses ready to come along for the next few sales. We've got some there that we're pretty impressed with what we've bred. So they'll go down to Landmark as 3-year-olds next year. I've got 2 to go, and I'll have the same again the following year, and again. So hopefully I'll be a good vendor and bring the money back home by selling them, not trying to win it back.
The businesses, Mark told me on the phone that you booked out for a long time in advance. That must be the season's changed and everyone's out supporting our local manufacturers, which that must be give you some confidence in the industry that you're in.
Yeah, mate. We rise and fall on the back of the bullocks, I suppose, because that's where the money in our industry for a long time has come from. And when the guys in the bush are, doing well, I think that flows on and everybody does well. And also the fact that the Aussie dollar is probably not as strong against the American dollar, which we seen there a few years ago. That's pretty hard on us fellas in this industry. Like when people can import them on parity or our dollar's better. It makes it very, very hard to be competitive, because it does cost a lot of money to manufacture here, as a lot of people would know. But the season's been good, and we've probably got enough work now till out past Easter 2022. I don't like being out that long at all, because people ring up, and when they ring you, most times for this littler stuff, not so much your bigger equipment, they're ready to spend their money now. And it's very hard to tell people that they've got to wait 8-9 months or something to get a product, But we just simply can't produce them fast enough.
So you'll be on site down there in, the end of next week for people to come and talk to. Still come and look at, options, whether they're trailers or bigger equipment, just to try and you can help point them in the direction they might need to go.
Oh yeah, for sure, mate. You know, like I mean, some of these big jobs that we do anyway, from the time you first talk to your customer, like some of them jobs are 12, 14 months down the pipeline, you know, like by the time you're backwards and forwards, some of them take months to organise because people have, you know, ideas of how they want to do things, and you've got to try and develop that or come up with a solution. And so, you know, like we keep talking to everyone all the time, and we just keep them in the loop about, you know, where they fit into your time frames, and that's what we got to do. As far as what we're up to, you know. So yeah, God, I love just getting down there to catch up with everyone more than anything. It's a great place to be.
You must feel proud when they towed the trailer in there on presentation night, and obviously someone's going to drive away with that trailer. To sit up there and watch the final and talk to all the competitors and people that are there, that must be satisfying. As a, you know, your hands on, you've made that trailer, and to see someone be so happy and to walk away with it, that must give you, you know, real satisfaction.
Oh, mate, like I remember the first year, so like 2015, we went down and it was all pretty new to us, and you know, we went and we watched the final, and there was a small crowd that came there that first year or whatever that we put the trailer on, and you know, they were pretty rowdy for a little crowd, and then you know, the next year, you know, there was probably double that of people again, and then the next year, like the following for that challenge has got pretty good, and it gets pretty noisy up there on the finals night because everybody's cheering and you know having a good time, and it's a really that's it. Just to be there and with those people just having a good time is great, and but to see someone actually physically win that product, and the few years that we've been lucky enough that you know, it hasn't been a top trainer or someone, you know, like just somebody who's an everyday person just working and playing in the horse industry to win that thing is really really good, you know, because I think I think you know the ability for those people to compete against great horsemen or horsewomen and win in that thing and take that thing home, mate. That just makes it for me, you know, like it really really stands out those nights, eh?
And obviously you've seen it for, you know, what we say the seventh trailer. That from where it started, there's 145 entrants in the challenge this year. So there's a big carrot that's drawing that amount of horses to get trained, get on a program, come back for this challenge. You must feel like you've had a big part to play in that. Your trailer has brought those people back. It's a, you know, it's a big thing from Nutrien to support this and Prides and everyone else. But you must feel that your trailer's been a big key to this. That, you know, people can walk away with that. We've seen it in America with big competitions and people, you know, drive away with the trailer. Well, you must feel that you've had a big part to play over here in Australia.
Yeah, yeah, mate. You know, the opportunity was there to help promote um, that part of the industry. You know, and I enjoy the challenging part myself. I really like the, you know, the two phases of the challenge, and I think that, you know, you see a lot of horses that you know, they're really super strong on one side of it, or they're really super strong on the other side of that. But when you see one of them horses that puts it together on both ends of it, and you're helping create that little bit of you know, momentum in that sport, and getting those guys in and getting people to come in and buy a prospect and to get that horse back there next year or the year after, you know, whatever they feel he's ready to be there. You know, like yeah, I'm pretty proud of our input into that. I just find that it's a really good thing for our industry and for our young horses.
Well, we look forward to catching up. Obviously, it's not that far away. We're down there late next week to kick it off. The first round of the challenge starts on the Saturday. Peel, look forward to catching up down there, and thanks for your time today to talk about the Navajo trailers in the challenge at Nutrien 2021.
Yeah, mate. No, I look forward to catching up with you down there and all the people that we get to hang about with, and probably enjoy a few cold ones in the new village out there. That'll be good to see, and yeah, no, it'll be all. I think it'll be all guns a blazing when we get there, eh?
Thanks, Peel.
Thanks, Welshie. See ya.